Hi everybody, this is Pete Doral. I'm the CEO of Camacol Doral, and welcome to Camacol Talk. This program is brought to you by the City of Doral, Baptist Health South Florida, City Place Doral, Career Source, and Jackson Health. This program that we do every week focuses on the business community in Doral and all of South Florida. We feature entrepreneurs, business leaders that share insights to help you to grow your business and take it to the next level. Today we're proud to bring on this program the Vice Mayor of the City of Doral, Digna Cabral, who will share with us her insights on economic development and quality of life for the city. Let's sit back and watch that conversation. All right, it is my pleasure to bring to Camacol Talk the one and only Vice Mayor of the City of Doral, Digna Cabral. How are you doing today, Vice Mayor?
Well, thank you so much, Pete, for the invitation, and to all your followers. Thank you for listening and to be here engaged with us.
Thank you so much. There's so many exciting things to talk about regarding the City of Doral. We're not going to have enough time today. It will give us an excuse to come together again down the road. There's two key areas that I would like to look at today that I think are very important for the city, for yourself, representing the needs of the community and the business community at large. Before we do that, I do this with all my guests. If you could give me a very short background on yourself and why it is that you are serving in your capacity.
Well, well, I decided to run because I've been involved in service in my community for many years. Moved here in 2007, working at the University of Miami Department of Neurology. That's how actually I arrived here. I actually transferred from Columbia University, where I worked there for 5 years in the stroke department. And I was involved here in the community, in some of the community development district. I was the chair for one of them. I was the founding PTA president for two of our schools on the north side of the city. I
Mhm.
was the vice chair for Park and Police for Kids. So as you can see, being involved in the community of service gave me the opportunity to know more about my community, the needs, as well of the culture. It is very important for anybody that decides to run to know their people, to know what their needs. And sure, as a resident, I understand my city. So really was a part of service that involved me to serve and to decide to run in this capacity. And I'm honored that the community gave me the opportunity to do so.
I love the word culture. That is so important because you have to know, like I said, the people in the community. You need to know the makeup of the landscape of the businesses, the ones that drive economic development. And every city is different. Every city has their own unique flavor. The city of Doral is very, very diverse. The most diverse city probably in the state of Florida and maybe the country. We know all the stats, right? Which you'll share with us right now. Um, like I said, we want to look at the economic development of the city from your perspective and the things that are happening. And then the second part is really to look at the quality of life, which is so important to everyone that has a vested interest in the city of Doral. So let's hit up on the economic development side. Can you share with us some of the exciting news there and initiatives that are happening?
Well, as you know, we are a smart city, so that's something that puts us in the map at the level when it comes to technology to Dubai as well as Barcelona. So we are, even though we're a young city and we are a small city compared to those countries, we although to those cities, we're being able to be to their level when it comes to technology, and that help us to be able to get all that data and understand more how we can serve the community because the data is not just numbers, is really to understand, like you were saying, the culture, what are the needs of our businesses, and how we can engage and serve them in a better way. So as well, we are part of Unitar Cifal. That is an excited also news that we are the second city in the United States that holds a partnership with the United Nations. So by having that, aside from New York, we are the ones that have opened the doors from Latin America and also the Caribbean. So they will be able to engage and learn a little bit more when it comes to the 2030 agenda. That's something that also will bring to those ones that live abroad to know our city, to be able to engage with us, and at the same time it will be another place that they would like to invest. And that's something that for us is key. When they come and visit our city as well, it brings prosperity because they will stay in our hotels, they're going to be using our businesses, our restaurants, our stores. So that's something that is going to bring also wealth to our city. So aside from their learning, they are also bringing resources to our city. For me,
I,
that's key.
I want to ask you a question, and from my understanding is you were the person, the instrumental, in bringing this project to the city of Doral. So kudos to you first and foremost for doing this. This is big news, and um, how were you able to do that?
Well, we get in touch. I like a lot when it comes to the international relationships
Yep.
because I think that having that relationship, it brings, it'll cut the eye for different industries that they would like to establish here. As you may know, Pete, the city of Doral really started with industrial.
Hmm.
Sure, it had the golf course that it is really a business. So they are the backbone of the city. So that's for me is very important, but having being able to search a little bit more and start engaging with that international relation was what opened the door for us to be able to make that partnership with the United Nations. I can tell that also that I'm very grateful that my fellows colleagues, the mayor and the council, they were very supportive of this as well. My assistant Christian Contreras, that he was also a key person working with me day to day on being able to bring this to our city. But yes, I mean, for us is having that international relation. That's why one of the things that I have done on my office, Christian and I, is also to engage with the different consulate. As you may know, one of the main, more important consulates that depends on their location are the ones that have a stronger relationship with their government. And one of them are always seen that it's the one in Miami, the one that are established in Spain, the ones that are established in Panama because of the del Canal de Panama that is so important with all the business going through. So for me, having that relationship with them is also a way for them to know that we exist. Many of them that I have actually met with them, they were like, Digna, it's always just talked about Miami, 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 but we not even knew that Doral was, have all this potential, that Doral has all these benefits, their mileage rate, that we are the second among the 34 municipalities that have the lowest.
Yep.
And that's something that is so important for business for them to establish. But more than anything is that we have a very strong relationship. For example, through you, through Camacol Doral, the Camacol is the umbrella of all the different other
Hmm.
chambers, and explaining to them that relationship, strong relationship that we have, the partnership that we were able to do as well with SBA, that is the federal part that we get
Hmm.
all those different grants, everything that is beneficial to help the business, not just for them to keep going, but for them to start, for someone to start their business.
That's
So the Cedar Doral, we always aim to hold the hand for those ones that want to start a business. It doesn't matter from where you come from, if you are among the minority, especially women, to help them to thrive so they can keep going forward with their families, coming for a foreign country that is so hard. It is difficult. It's not easy to leave everything behind to start a new life. And we're here to support all of them among everything that we're able to.
I think is fantastic. When you look at Miami, Miami is a global international hub for trade. But I will tell you that the real epicenter of all of that is the city of Doral. The city of Doral really is the international city, really is the city of trade, logistics. Is now, my understanding is down the road, there's going to be a massive expansion of industrial in the city of Doral that we're all very, very excited about. And so, what's happening with logistics and trade has allowed the city to flourish economically and had us produced everything else that we see, the over 14,000 businesses in the city. But it's all been driven through the years because of logistics and international trade, having the airport in our backyard, having the 836 15, 20 minutes away from Port Miami. it's all there. And from Camacol, we see this, and we see the success to this point. But we believe, and I know that you would agree that at this point we are in for bigger and better and more exciting things happening, and such. We have some upcoming conversations to see how we can expand that international business side of everything, because that really is the heart and soul of the city of Doral. We talked about economic development and how important it is, and it's the businesses that are there have been able to allow the city to have the second lowest millage rate because of the businesses in the city that then have benefited the residents and that have allowed them to have a better quality of life. So let's really talk about that part of what's going on in the city, and some of the things that we're seeing already as we're driving around and we're seeing construction. Let's start with the parks.
Well, um, the parks is something that for us is very important, and we're grateful that the residents have made the decision, because this was all by them that made the decision when they went and they vote for us to be able to get that grant for $150 million for us to upgrade our parks, even though our parks were being in a great, in fantastic shape. We were able to upgrade them for better and to be able to fulfill the needs of the community. But now we are under construction for a mega one, I will call it, because on this one we will have so many different areas that the kids, and not just the kids, I mean, the teenagers, the grown-ups, I mean, everybody, we will have something for everyone. For our silver club, that we love them dearly, they will also have different activities. We're gonna have also not a water park, but we're gonna have more than anything a area where the kids were going to be able
Aquatic
to
area
learn.
there. Yeah.
Exactly, aquatic facility where they were able to learn how to swim. They're going to learn how to they're going to practice there, and that's something that for us is very important. Having and it have been shown in the data that a city or a community that have great parks will have a lower and lower issues in the community, because you will have the youth engage on doing different activities,
Yes.
different type of sports, and being part of a team. It teach them for life, because they will, by being part of a, let's say, a soccer team, a football team, they're able to work together and learn
Yeah.
how to strategize, and that's something that they're going to carry through life. But everything when it comes to the business, I think that is also the trust. They feel that they can trust our government. We're being very transparent with everything that we do. We have the doors open on City Hall, and we put everything there. So how our financials go, how the directors actually do the day to day, in order for us to have the needs fulfilled of the city. So I think that that's one of the things as well, the trust that the businesses have on us.
I wanted to go back to the park that we're talking about for the benefit of everyone. A lot of you that live in the city of Doral that know about it. We're talking about Doral Central Park, which is on Northwest 87th Avenue, and I think it's approximately 31st Street or 30th
Yes,
Street or something like that. Correct?
yes, yes.
It has the total. I think it's 80 acres.
Mhm.
It's been an open park, a beautiful lake, and some picnic areas, and a little track and all that. And a lot of different
That's
activities
right.
have happened there. But I remember going back 17, 16 years ago, they were already looking at that to develop what now is becoming a reality. And this is you can go to the city's website and look at all of the videos, right? That
Yes, and we constantly updating.
Yes,
We updating in all sorts. I mean, not just structural, but also when it comes to bond, how month by month the allocation depends of what part architecturally it's going. That's why I'm telling you that we're very transparent with
yep,
everything that
yep.
we do. And on the bond, I mean, we have to be this way, because it is said if you don't allocate the money that was meant for a bond, then automatically it will be taken from you, and then we will be fine. So we are very responsible, and every penny that is being given for that, it goes directly to that source.
I know that next year, 2023, will be the 20th anniversary of the
Yes,
city of Doral. Are
yes.
there any plans in the works I guess it's like Disney World when they go to a big anniversary. It's the entire year. Do you know
Yes, yes,
right
yes.
now if there are plans to have a year-long celebrations in the
Well,
city?
we will have a big celebration, but that's something that we're working on. And like you said, we wanted to be showing and enjoying with the community step by step. But yes, we are already in the plans or having a beautiful, different beautiful events for everybody. Well, that's one of the things that we, the city of Doral, was very active. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we have to, like everybody else, we have to make a put everything in standby.
Yep.
But little by little, we started, and even during the pandemic, we were one of the only cities that hold events in an open space, like the Nutcracker, that
Now
we were
downtown
able to
Doral,
have it
yes.
here. Yes,
Yes.
to be able that our community were able to enjoy that. So we little by little and in a safe way, following the CDC guidelines, we were able still to bring joy to our community.
You really did.
And one of the things is that that the Art Culture Center will be open soon.
Yes, sometime this year. I know.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, we're planning to see maybe around March, April, it will be open. And that also will bring so much culture because we will have like a little museum, but at the same time, it will be the best place for us to bring up culture and from different communities so they can enjoy and enrich themselves. A community that is involved with culture enrich themselves and grows even more.
They really do. We have about a minute left. I'd like for you to share, maybe from your end, any final thoughts on where we're at as the city now, and what's your vision, what you hope to see in 2022.
Well, Pete, I'm gonna talk not just as a councilwoman, but also as a resident because I live here. And after I'm done with my term, I still plan to live here in my city. My kids grew up here, but we are in growing with strong steps. I think that more than ever, having our mayor back and the council that we have right now, we're working with the same vision. We are respecting the master plan. That's something that was not being done before. That the master plan will not disrupt the quality of life for our city. But we're looking to be able to keep growing. We are actually have been able to accomplish many milestones, especially during this pandemic, that have really put us in to prove our knowledge and how we work as a team and how our directors work together to keep the city and our businesses and our residents afloat. So I think that surpassing that have shown that we're strong and that we have a very solid foundation and that we're going to keep just growing and keep supporting and being a very prosperous community in all senses, residential, business wise, industrial wise. So that's our goal. That's my goal. And to keep and bringing that international also relation that is going to put us even more in the map.
Absolutely, I absolutely love it. On behalf of the city of Doral, the residents, the businesses, the community, thank you so much for your service, for your hard work, and we're very excited more than ever about what the future uh, holds for the city of Doral. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much, Pete. And my regards to everybody that follows you. And we're here to serve anything that you need. Me, the mayor, and the council, we're here for you.
Thank you so much. You have a fantastic day.
Thank you, you too.
All right, bye bye. Hey, a big thank you to Vice Mayor Cabral from the city of Doral, who shared some very exciting news. The city continues to boom, and it's there's so much going on and will be happening in 2022 and beyond this. Thank you for watching. Again, keep writing to us and sending us your feedback on this program. We're here to inform and inspire you to take your business to that next level, especially in the city of Doral and South Florida. Thanks to our sponsors once again for being with us. And remember to catch us every Friday on Facebook Live and our YouTube channel at 11 a.m. for Camacol Talk. Follow us on social media on all platforms. And like I said, reach out to us anytime you want to find out more about what's going on and how to become part of Camacol and Camacol Doral. Thank you so much. Have a great week.